Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Steven, and we're gonna do a brake inspection. These are all of the tools that we're gonna use during the procedure. You'll see them in the next part of the movie. How you guys doing? Tonight on this brake inspection, we're gonna talk about calipers. We're gonna talk about hardware. We're gonna talk about brake lines, brake hoses, and brake pads. Some of the reasons that you would have noise on your brakes, or you would feel a little pulsation in the brake pedal, it could be of a weak line or your pads getting low. 9 times out of 10, the squealing or screeching that you're hearing is because of the little indicators that come on the pads. If the lines maybe have like a little crack in it or break in it, then sometimes that'll give you the soft pedal. Normally when your pads are wearing down, that gives you a light pedal too. And the hardware usually needs to be changed when you change the front brake pads, which normally wear faster than the rear. So most of those things will need to be changed when you do your brake inspection if needed. Okay, on this 2003 Mercury Grand Marquis, the first thing you want to do when you're doing a brake inspection is you want to check your lug nuts, check the thread, check your studs, make sure they're not stripped and they're good. Okay, so this here where we have the high pressure brake line, the brass part of the line, and then you have the rubber part of the line. It seems to be looking good. And then you have another high pressure line that's connected in the quick disconnect here that runs up to the master cylinder. The line seems to be in pretty good shape. There's no cracks or bends in it. All right, first, when you're doing your brake inspection, well, second off on your brake inspection, you want to check your brake hardware, your clips. Some people call them brake clips. You have your caliper bolts here. These are one of the most critical things when you're doing your brake inspection, because they hold the brake pad in place to stop the rattle noise and the screeching. Okay, now on this step, we're gonna do a rotor runout. The rotor runout is the depth of the rotor that has the indentation from the wear of the brakes. To conduct a rotor runout, you have to spin the rotor, and the highest number that you come up with will be the depth of the indentation on the inside of the rotor. In order to know what about the runout is supposed to be, you will pull up the factory spec of the rotors, and that's how you would figure out what your runout. Okay, so now we're going to measure the pad thickness. We're going to take the vernier caliper and we're going to measure the backing plate. Then you're going to look at your vernier caliper, you're going to zero it out, then you're going to come to the pad. You're going to measure the pad material with the backing plate, and that'll give you your reading. Okay, now you're going to measure the rotor thickness. Now, in order to get the correct reading, you would have to pull up the factory specs of the rotor thickness. In order to get the accurate reading, you would measure the rotor in 3 to 6 different sections. You measure it here, measure it here. I'm going to measure it here. Now, as you can see, the rotor has been surfaced, so it's pretty much going to have the same diameter all the way around, but that's how you would get your accurate reading. Okay, so now we're going to inspect the caliper. We're going to look at the pistons on the inside. We're going to look at the rubber boots here that goes around the pistons. Make sure that they're tight and not leaking. Then we have the brake caliper line, the bleeder. Everything looks okay. And yeah, everything looks good. Then the caliper bracket, everything looks good, the hardware. But you're gonna make sure that your seals are not leaking on your caliper pistons. That way you don't lose pressure on your braking. Now in this part of the inspection, we're gonna inspect the hub bearing, but it's a sealed bearing. You see the ABS 4 bolts in the back. The wheel bearings are essential in the operation of your vehicle. Most precisely, a wheel bearing is crucial for the proper function of the hub, tire, and wheel assemblies to work together. The wheel bearing allows friction-free movement and rotation of the hub assembly and thereby provides smooth tire and wheel rotation. Now for this part of the video, we're going to inspect our brake fluid. We're going to look at our brake reservoir, master cylinder, brake booster. This is our ABS system. It has 4 individual lines that runs to each caliper that calibrates the amount of fluid that is pressed. So we're going to check out that, inspect that, make sure everything is good there. And that should be the end of our video.